Hey guys, Scott here for the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com, and I'm really excited to be here today because, not only because, well, I'm just excited to be here, but because I have two things to show you today from Steve's DetectorRods.com. Steve's been a fan of a friend of this channel and a fan, hopefully, since I bought my Deus II shaft from him, which is a fantastic carbon fiber shaft. I still use it today. Love it to death. It's got the RC Diggs mount on it as well. It's all interworked. It's all just one big unit. It just works great. Love it. You know, Steve reached out a few weeks ago and said, "Hey, I got a couple things I think you should check out." So he sent these things over to me, and I'm going to show them to you today. We're going to install them on my Equinox 900 that I have sitting here. But real quick, just to give you a heads up, if you didn't know already, I've been giving away, or I've started to give away high-end metal detectors on this channel. We're just getting ready to do one here at the end of October. We're going to do another one in November. So the one we're giving away in October is a Minelab Manticore. And the one that's going to take place in November, there's going to be a choice. If you actually win, you're going to have a choice of two detectors. I know one of them already. I'm not going to reveal it, but I have not decided on the other one yet. But it will be a high-end detector, I guarantee that. And I'm also going to do a bonus round of giveaways that's going to include the things that you see on the table today that we're going to talk about. So, in other words, you have a chance to win one of two detectors, and you're going to have a bonus round where you can win one of four things up for grabs that you'll be able to pick from as well if you actually win the bonus round. So there'll be more information on that coming up here in another week or so. At the beginning of November, I'll release that video and talk about how and what we're going to win. But just to give you a heads up now, if you want to be in on these giveaways, you got to be a member of my Patreon group, and you got to be at minimum a silver member, or you got to be a member of my YouTube memberships. And that's how we're doing it. I can't maintain these kind of giveaways without having some sort of, way to pay for them. So this is one way for me to be able to get the funds to pay for this kind of stuff and then turn them around for you guys. So just keep that in mind. There'll be more information coming on the next giveaway here in a week or so. But I want to do a video today on the things that Steve sent me. And the first item up I want to talk about, and I'm telling you, I think a lot of people out there that have a Minelab, Equinox 700 or 900, or a Manticore are going to really like this, because this is made for those machines. It is called the Excaliprobe, and what it is a probe for like a bottle dump, things like that. So if you're out hunting relics and things, you come into what you think a bottle pit or a bottle dump or something. This thing sits inside of your shaft that you can pull out at any moment, anytime you need to, and start probing for bottles that are around. It's 21 inches long. It weighs 7.5 ounces. And so you're really going to think, well, it's going to add 7.5 ounces of weight onto my metal detector. It's going to be heavy to swing. It actually isn't, because most of the weight sits back here, and this is going to go into the shaft, and this will be at the very end of the shaft. It actually acts as a counterweight. And so it really isn't that much heavier, and so it actually balances out pretty good. So, but the cool thing is that you can actually put this in your shaft, and you can use it whenever you need to. And I think it's really cool. It's got a patent pending on it, so he is trying to patent these things. But it is called the Excaliprobe. Excaliprobe is what it's called. So, but it's only made for the 700, Equinox 700, 900, and the Manticore, okay? He may do other ones later on, but right now, that's what this thing will sit into as far as the shaft goes. And I'm going to show you how all it works here in a minute. They are $49. As of today, they are $49 plus shipping. So we'll show you how that gets installed here in a moment. I want to talk about the other product that Steve sent me that he makes himself, and that is called these Counterweight Adapter Kits. So again, for the Equinox 700, 900, or Manticore, he's made this counterweight adapter that goes into the inside the shaft, similar to what the Excaliprobe does. You cannot use these together, by the way. It's either one or the other. Goes into the end of your shaft. It has a Allen wrench on it that basically you start tightening that screw up, and it expands a little bit and it makes it tight inside of the shaft. So it tightens up against the shaft. So you're not destroying anything. You're not hurting the shaft. You're not doing anything that's going to void your warranty if you have to replace your shaft for some reason. And Minelab sees, well, you know, you did something that you shouldn't have, so we're not going to give you a replacement. This thing does not do any of that, so you have no issue with getting something replaced. You just pop this back out and send your shaft back in if it breaks, and you should be fine. All right. Again, this is made for the Manticore or the Equinox 700 or 900. However, comma, I want to make sure this is emphasized. Steve also said that this Counterweight Adapter Kit will also fit any shaft, round shaft that has a 22 millimeter diameter. So the good news is if you have another shaft that Steve has made for you or your detector, most of his shafts are already 22 millimeters in diameter. So he's already thinking ahead. He's already thinking out loud, like, you know, well, if I make this, most of my other shafts, this will fit in there as well. So, you know, as an example, he knows for a fact that the shafts he makes for the Equinox 600 and 800, it's going to fit. For the Deus II shaft, it's going to fit. For the Gold Monster shafts, they're going to fit. And he also says that for the stock Minelab stock shaft, for the Equinox 800 or 900, it will also fit that as well. So really, really cool. A little counterweight there, adapter kit for you. And they do make a big difference. I will tell you that even though those machines are pretty light, having a little counterweight on the end of your shaft makes a ton of difference. I use mine on the Deus all the time, and I think they're fantastic. So the price for this is actually going to be $35 plus shipping. That is as of today, as of this day making the video. Prices could go up, come down, I don't know. I'm just stating today, as of right now, the making of this video, the price is $35. Now, all the information I'm going to link over into the description of this video, but everything is over on stevesdetectorrods.com, including the Excaliprobe. So I'll put all that over there and link you into the video that the guy makes on this thing as well. So all the information is going to be over there. And I hope you guys reach out and purchase one of these from these guys. Or, you know, we're going to have a chance to win one of these at the end of November. So keep that in mind as well. But now what I want to do is I want to cut off the camera and cut to a different camera and then show you how we're going to install these so you'll know up front what you got to do whenever you get yours. All right? So stand by. All right, guys, let's put the Excaliprobe, I keep wanting to say Excalibur, it's Excaliprobe, into the shaft of the Minelab Equinox 900. I have one here on the table. I'm going to extend it out a little bit for more stability, but basically what you got to do is you got to remove this end cap. They call it the bung. Some people call it some other things. It's in there pretty tight when you first get it, and you got to work it out. What I typically do is get a little small screwdriver, ones that you work on like eyeglasses or whatever with, and just get it started so it starts popping out, and then it just pops right out. So real easy to get out. It looks like it's hard at first, but when you realize how easy it is, you just have to have something real thin to get behind there, and then start wiggling it out, and it'll come out for you. Now, when you get one of these Excaliprobes, it does come with instructions. It does come with maintenance information. What you're supposed to do with it is 7.5 ounces, as it says here. It's made out of stainless steel, and they recommend lightly oil the shaft after use. Do not lubricate the O-ring, which is this thing right here. Do not lubricate that. So just lightly oil the probe itself, so that way it doesn't have any problems getting in and out of the shaft and so forth, and it protects it. It tells you some do's and don'ts here. I'm not going to read them all for you. You know, I'm just not going to. You guys can read these over there at the website. I'll link all that stuff in the description. Now, what you're supposed to do to install this is you want to have it oriented so that the labeling or the Excaliprobe wording and logo up here is on top. So it's going to go right in just like this, and it's going to butt flush up against the back. So to get it in there all the way, though, you're going to need to push pretty hard. All right, so don't be worried. You're going to need to put a little pressure to get that in there, and it's going to be hard to, you know, it's going to be, you got to put some pressure to get it out as well. But that's good because it won't fall out on you and you won't lose it. So we're going to go ahead and stick it in the shaft right now. Ride it all the way down. Remember, the label is up. And you're going to go in, and it's not going to go but that much further. And then you really need to, what I like to do is grab the handle or the neck of the detector, and then use my palm and just push it in until you hear it click. And then now it's in there. You'll see how nice and flush it is with the back of it. You can barely tell. And now this thing's going to act as a counterbalance or counterweight for you. It's 7.5 ounces. So when you're swinging this detector, whether it be the 900, the 700, or the Manticore, it's going to have a counterweight for you. So it sits in there snug. You can't even hear it. It doesn't move around. It's quiet. So it's a really innovative way to carry around a small little bottle probe for you in your machine. So very, very innovative approach here. I really like it, and I think you guys will too. And to get it out, you just need to pull on this a little bit, work it. Might take you a little bit to get it out there, but it's tight in there. So just take your fingers and pull it, and then it comes out. And then when you're done, you want to put it back in. Just put it back in until it butts up there, and take your palm. And there you go. That's it. It's that simple, guys, to have a nice bottle probe with you, the Excaliprobe to be exact. And I think this is going to sell really well. I think a lot of people are going to like this. I think they're really cool. I'm probably going to buy one myself. So I'm going to give these two away to people for our November giveaway. But I really, really enjoy that kind of innovation. So thank you for sending that stuff to me, Steve. And now let's go into your adapter kit and put that in here as well. All right, so stay tuned. All right, guys, before we install the adapter, the Counterweight Adapter Kit, I need to point out a couple of things I did not do in the beginning of the video. I need to point out that Steve and I had a conversation, and I was totally not understanding this, but I understand now, and I want to make sure it's very clear to you guys. This kit is for some of you guys out there who have already purchased Steve's counterweight system. So this is actually what it is. It's right here. This is the one I have for my Deus. So basically, this is a counterweight system. You unscrew the back of it, and then you can put the different size weight pellets or whatever the weights that he has, and you can put in the cylinder. And then I usually use the small bag. I have another bag, a bigger bag for more weight. And you tighten that up, put the lid back on, make sure you thread it right. You'll know when it's there. Screw that back on tight, and then you use the kit that he's made for these machines that he cannot do, like a carbon fiber upper shaft on it. So this is what he's come up with as an adapter kit. So that you take the counterweight system that you already have and you put it in the back of this and screw it in. So we're going to do that today. We're going to install this, so then that way you can see exactly what everything looks like. And it screws in a long ways. So don't worry about it breaking or falling off. It ain't going to happen, folks. I guarantee it. And so that's what's going to be when it's all said and done. So that's going to go into your shaft like that. That is a counterweight system that if you have this, you don't need to buy it again. You just need to buy the adapter kit, okay? And then for those out there that don't have either one, you can buy both, and he'll take care of you that way too. But he made this specifically for these shafts that he cannot make a shaft for carbon fiber. So for the 700, 900, and the Manticore, he's doing this adapter kit. That adapter kit's really cool. If you use the adapter kit, you got to use this ring with the Manticore. Do not forget that. If you're using it just for the 700 or 900, you can just use it as is. But if you're going to use it on the Manticore, you got to put this ring on so it fits snug up against the shaft itself. All right, so that's just want to make that very clear. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and install this kit and then attach the counterweight, so you actually know what it looks like at the end. So it's very cool. I'm really impressed with these guys and the innovation they're coming up with. So all you got to do is same thing with you did with the Excaliprobe. You got to take the plug out. So I've already got that loose. And so now what we're going to do is, because we have a 900, we don't have the Manticore. I don't need this ring, so I'm going to set it aside. And I'm going to take the end cap out, which I already did. So that's set aside. I'm going to have my Allen wrench ready because I'm going to need to get in here and I'm going to need to tighten down this screw when I get it in there and I get it snug. So I'm going to fit that in there like so. It only goes in so far, it won't go any further. Put your Allen wrench in there. And I apologize if you hear Rocky breathing in the background. I just had him outside, so running him around. So we're going to tighten that down until it gets tight. And then I usually like to get it snug and then give it like a half a turn so it's in there. So now it's not coming out. Now you take your counterweight that you have, your existing ones you had for another machine, or maybe you buy a whole new kit and get the whole thing. This thing's going to screw in there like so. Give yourself a couple seconds. It will take a little bit of time to get it in there, but it just means it's solid. It's engineered very, very good. And then get it back there, tighten it up, one good twist, get it tight, and you're in there. So there you go. That's the counterweight system. So that puts a counterweight on your machine, balances out that weight that you have, and it's nose heavy on these machines, these Knox 900s, 700s, and Manticore. They got a little bit of nose heaviness. This will take care of that for you. All right. So, and like I said, he makes, if he already has shafts made for the Knox 600, 800, the Deus II, and the Gold Monster, he's built shafts already for those. This system, this kit, this adapter kit will fit into those shafts, so you don't have to worry about it. He also says if you have an outer diameter of 7/8 inch or same thing, 22 millimeters of the outer diameter, any circular shaft, his adapter kit will fit. So if you have one of his counterweight systems and you have another shaft for a different machine, all you got to do is buy the kit, and you can put it in there, one of those carbon fiber shafts that somebody else makes, as long as it's got a 7/8 inch diameter, 22 millimeter diameter, outer diameter. This whole system will fit, and you'll be able to use your counterweight that you already have. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. This little counterweight, the counterweight adaptive kit, the counterweight itself, a really good add-on or upgrade to your metal detector if you're just having some of that, your arm fatigue, whatever. These really do make a big difference, guys. I can't stress it enough. I use mine all the time on my Deus II, and I love it. So I don't need all the weight. I just need the small bag of weight. That's what I found works for me. Some people want 2 bags of weight, maybe a bigger bag of weight in there. When you buy this from Steve, this comes with the weight, so you'll have all that. But yeah, very, very good innovative way to balance your metal detector out, so you don't have to have arm fatigue all day. All right, so that's the video for the adapter. Hey, just keep in mind, we're going to have a giveaway here at the end of November, and it's going to be amazing. We're giving away, we're going to do a giveaway for a high-end metal detector. More to come on that, but you're going to have a choice of 2 detectors this month. So, yeah, it's going to be a monster giveaway. And then we're going to give away 4 additional items. 2 of these are on the table. I got the adapter kit, and I got the Excaliprobe. That's going to be given away in a bonus round. And there's going to be 2 other items that I'm not going to mention yet because it's kind of a secret until I get them. And so we'll mention that on the initial kickoff video for the giveaway coming in early November. All right. Now, caveat, you will have to be a member of my Patreon group at the silver membership or higher, or you have to be a YouTube membership member. That's a paid subscription service. Or you can do both. I have some people that are doing both, and I appreciate the support on that. Can't really stress enough. Thanks for all you guys out there with the support. You guys joining the YouTube memberships and the Patreon members. You guys are awesome. I can't do these kinds of things without your support. Thank you, Steve, and thank you all the people that have been sending stuff my way to include in the giveaways here. So lots of stuff going on, a lot of really, really good positive things happening, and the Lord only knows we need some positivity in this life right now. So world's a little crazy out there. So I'm going to try to bring some joy to your world and give away some of these high-end metal detectors. And yeah, I just keep the support coming, guys. I just it's awesome. So thanks again, and I'll see you in another metal video.